What's up guys, this is Divin here and we're only 1 week away from the launch of the Native Instruments standalone machine, the Maschine Plus. That's right, only 1 week left. Now, Native obviously didn't send me a unit ahead of time as my channel is still growing and it's still got some room to grow till I get there. But however, I did get my hands on one of the units beforehand as a beta tester quite a while ago, and I can tell you as much as it feels awesome and it's incredible just knowing that you use a Maschine without a computer. Honestly, my brain didn't really grasp that when I was testing it. I was like,
and there's really no computer there?
That's crazy. But it's another week to wait, and what can I say? I got a little creative there. What you just saw a few seconds ago was me jamming out on my Mk3, not the Maschine Plus, plugged into my MacMini over there. So no, this unit is obviously not standalone, but we'll treat it like it is. In this video, I'm gonna make a chill beat of some sort on my Mk3, and I'm only gonna use the onboard Maschine Maschine plugins and effects. So no external VSTs and only the instruments that are compatible with the Maschine Plus. Now I'm honestly not only super excited, but also a bit nervous because I have no clue if I can even come up with anything legit without RC20, without Waves J37, Sound Toys, all the plugins I use, not available to me today. I have no clue if I can even come up with anything good. The clip you saw in the beginning was obviously filmed after what I'm saying right now, so I'm gonna need to surprise my own self. So if you're as excited as I am, drop a like and make sure to subscribe to my channel for my upcoming content on the actual standalone unit. No, not that one. If you watch my recent videos, you might know that I already pre-ordered my unit, which will be here in a week. And now without further ado, let's dive into the video.
Dive into the beat.
Now, first thing we want to do is edit those notes a little bit. So let's go to the events and see how bad it is, how much we need a touchscreen, or if it just works like that. I've worked with it recently a bit more than usually, basically to prep myself for the Maschine Plus. Let's see. Let's keep an open mind, but let's be critical. So I want the first chord to be a bit shorter, so I'm just gonna shorten it a little bit. That's a bit too much. Same for the second one, so we go back into select, choose it, unselect, select, and shorten it. Now the next one is a bit tricky because I want to have that fourth chord to be a bit less heavily played. So I'm going to turn down the velocity. Let's see if that works as well. Never done that on the Maschine like that. Works like a charm. This took me, I don't know, a minute or something to really get it where I want it. And honestly, I kind of prefer it over the display. The only thing we really need to remember is to not forget to select or unselect the select button here, because otherwise it'll just, I just moved up the whole chord a couple of semitones. That's of course not what we want to happen. If you want me to make a whole video on how to edit MIDI notes where you can actually see more, let me know in the comments, because that's actually something I think that might be really helpful and I might learn a lot from making that video as well. So let me know if you're interested, and I'll make it happen. So now that we successfully recorded our chords, we edited them. It wasn't too hard. I didn't miss any touch screen. Let's do some drums. So I've selected the faded reels, Dear Past kit. Faded reels I think will also be available. Take all of what I'm doing today with a grain of salt because I'm not 100% sure what is going to be available. But I think to remember that the Maschine Plus comes with like 5 sample packs pre-installed plus 2 that you can choose on your own. Plus you can just use your sample packs anyways, so that was tight. So let's duplicate it and add some hi-hats. Quick impressions so far. Keep in mind this is not the actual Maschine Plus unit, so something might differ from my experience right now. Everyone's been wondering, how does it feel to not have a display, not have a computer in front of you? Will I be able to manage to do whatever I usually do? It is different. It is not bad different, just different. It goes in both directions. So far I can say it feels liberating in a way because I can actually focus on the music. In terms of workflow, I think I did manage to get everything done that I wanted to get done. I did create a vibe so far, which I quite like. It does sound different though from what I usually do. It doesn't sound like a typical dive-in sound to me. Most of you will probably not hear the difference to my usual beats, but to me it sounds a little bit like the way I'm mixing it, the way it's shaped, the types of sounds I'm using. They sound a little different from what I do, but of course, is that a bad thing? No. It helps a lot with when you're feeling uninspired, which is something I'm currently dealing with. I think it helps a lot to change your setup, look at something else, look at different gear. So for that, I really loved the experience unexpectedly, because I was like, before I started this, I felt like this will be, I was quite scared of the thought to not make a song that sounds like like everything else I'm making, which I was getting kind of bored of anyways recently. So honestly, today is great. So far from what I can say is I like the change of perspective. I like the looking at something, looking at the device differently, not being tied to my screen. I quite enjoy that. Do I miss my plugins? Do I miss the stuff I'm usually using? Yeah, for sure, I do. Did I expect them to be here? No, of course not. So far it's a good experience, and let's keep on working on this one. Let's add some bass and then some final touches.
One eternity later.
We're gonna use Monark for that. Finally, goodbye Iggy. Thanks for joining us today. Now the last thing that's left for us to do is the arrangement, which is something I've never done before on the Maschine device. I've always done that on my display, always. Let's see how that works, if it works on the Maschine. Adding a new scene here. Okay, so you move it around with the big knob here. It has a name, I don't know what it's called to be honest, so I'm gonna call it big knob. And then you can like turn it in order to switch which pattern you'd like to choose. It's interesting. If you want me to do an in-depth video on that, let me know. Alright guys, that's it for today. Thank you guys so much for watching. It's been a pleasure and I've had a lot of fun making this, well, kind of unfinished but alright-ish beat. Let me know what you guys think. Is the Maschine Plus super exciting or is it totally overrated for you guys? Write me a comment. Let's have a little discussion there. I'm super interested in hearing your opinions. Definitely subscribe if you're interested in lo-fi content, Maschine content. Again, thanks for watching. Have an excellent day and I'll see you guys next week. Peace.